Well, hello everybody. It is your good friend Jody Sharpe, the Superfly. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Mrs. Superfly. How are you?
I'm good, Jody. How are you?
I love you, Mrs. Superfly. You spectacular woman. Hope everybody had a fantastic week and has been enjoying the weekend. We certainly have around here, although there was a bit of a tornado.
Hi,
The fish fly. Welcome in, fish fly. How are you doing? Hope you've been having a fantastic weekend. So we avoided tornadoes yesterday. Uh, about an hour and a half from where my parents lived, there was tornadoes. So, and when we were at my parents' house, there was some bad tornadoes. Hello, Mrs. Superfly's in the chat now. Um, so yeah, so we had some bad thunderstorms while we were at my parents yesterday, but and the power went out a couple times, but it was okay. We survived. So Trudge, welcome in, Trudge. How's it going, my friend? Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Owen is here. Blake is here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Fantastic. All right. So yeah, we had a bit of a day yesterday.
Yeah.
But we're here now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna tie some cool, crazy flies. And I wanted to show you guys these ones I was working on. You guys know R2G, released to the grease. Well, he makes those urchin style flies. So I've been working on a couple of different urchin style flies. Uh, oh my gosh, the mother of the superfly, all the way from PEI. Hello, mother. Hello, mother. Welcome in. Welcome in. Pacific Northwest Outdoors is in the house. Wow. Everybody's coming in to say hi today. The legends are coming to play. Anyway, so yeah, I made this one. And then I made this one. And then I made this one. And they're just made with a pom pom, and I shoved the pom pom onto the hook, and then I took a UV resin and I sealed it in on either end, and I took a sewing needle and I threaded through all the little individual legs, and yeah, so that's how I made those. Um, I don't know if they're going to work as good as an actual urchin will, but there's been a few people in the fly tying community playing with this idea with a couple of different styles and stuff. So we're going to see. Mom calls them the COVID balls. No, they're urchins, Ma. They're urchins.
Yeah.
They're urchins. But yeah, they kind of look like a COVID ball. If I had red rubber legs, I could make them with a green ball and red legs, and then call them the COVID. But anyways, so I've been playing with that. They're not really tied as traditional tires. Hey, Jack Pepper's in the house. Welcome in, Jack. Welcome in. Thank you guys for showing up. We're just showing off some of these little urchiny balls. Uh, So I don't know how they're going to fish. They hopefully when these pom pom balls get wet, they're going to sink down like the urchins will, and they'll be kind of jiggly wiggly. So we'll see what happens. But I have seen some other fly tires playing around with it. It's It's interesting for sure. And obviously, some of you guys have been using the R2G versions. So you guys know that they catch fish. So maybe. What?
JFO fishing.
JFO fishing in the house, and the crowd goes wild. Yes. So, anyways, we'll check these out.
That's true. A cat would go after them.
A cat would absolutely.
Pacific said his cats would play with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're cat toys for sure. So you put a little catnip in them and woohoo. Too bad we don't have bass nip, eh? We could just put some bass nip in there and have the bass eat them. But anyways, so I just wanted to show you guys those. Um, they're kind of interesting. They're fairly easy to make. There's just two ingredients really: pom pom ball and a bit of rubber leg or craft cord, and they're easy to make. Easy to make. The next thing I wanted to show you guys, and this I am going to tie for you guys. So we're going to start with this actually. Is this wool maggot fly? Again, it's not a Superfly original. This is one I got an idea off of from somebody on Facebook, actually, in one of my fly tying groups on Facebook. So this is just like a maggoty kind of fly, just made out of wool and a hook. So I'm gonna tie you guys this one. What'd Mom say? Hi, Maria. We miss you too. We're leaving at 4 a.m. Oh, yuck. Should be home tomorrow, right about 8 p.m. A lovely 16-hour drive from PEI back to Ontario. Have fun with that, Ma. By the way, Ma, they are calling for some lousy weather tomorrow. Rain, like just rain or whatever, but
nothing active.
Nothing too active.
What's a maggot cluster, honey?
A maggot. This would be a maggot cluster.
Oh, okay.
this would be a maggot cluster.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I got the idea from somebody else, and we're gonna try this.
Yeah.
I'll have to give it to Mom when Mom gets home. Hopefully, maybe Tuesday we'll go fishing with Mom.
Maybe. We'll see how she's feeling.
Ma, you can throw this on the end of your plastic bubble, and give it a try. I'll make you one.
Oh, it's nice where they are.
Well, that's good. It's been fairly nice here, but it does look like it's clouding over.
We had a good day today.
Bit.
Nice day.
You'll be back? All right. God bless, Owen.
Okay, Owen.
We'll catch you when you come back.
Okay.
We'll be here for a couple of hours for sure.
Yeah.
So, Rhino Hooks is in the house. Hey, Rhino. How's it going? We're going to tie up this maggot cluster. So I'm going to get started on that while you guys come in, say hello to everybody. Hello. Yeah. So let's get down to the vise.
Yep.
I already attached my thread. Actually, let me just hold that up. Yeah, you guys will see that. Okay. I just want to make sure it's not too blurry. Red Rooster's in the house. Hello, Red Rooster. How's it going, brother? So, all you're going to need is some wool, white wool, unless you want to make that maggoty cluster in some other color, like pink or something. But today we're going to make it with white wool, and I already have... Yeah. It's ever since the accidents, it's hard to recover. And so we're going to use white wool, and then we're going to use some blended white wool as the dubbing. And of course, we'll start with that. And what we're going to do is we're going to dub this hook. And we'll just start from the bottom of the fly. And we're just going to put it on fairly loose with our finger. We don't have to get all complicated. So I have caught lots of fish using white maggots. So I have my suspicions that using a whole ball of them might be pretty good.
Okay.
That's just a hunch. I'm not 100% sure, but we shall see. So we've covered up our hook.
Mhm.
So it's all nicely camouflaged in there. So we are done with the dubbin. So now we're going to go to our wool and we're going to cut it probably about double the length of our hook or so. And
So
then
you're doing it in twos?
we are going to cut them into twos.
Okay.
And then we have to melt the tips off of each one of those things, but I'm going to do it as I go. So I like tie them in and melt them. So
Okay.
I'm going to just cut it on my lap because it's easier to cut.
Tink says super homie guy.
Tink Tink's in the house, and the crowd goes wild. I'll probably cut more than I needed, but that's okay because I'm going to be making another one later this evening. So, no worries. So, I've cut all my little strands here. These are going to become our little maggots.
Mr. Cube, funny TV.
Mr. Cube, welcome in, Mr. Cube. Welcome in. By the way, everybody, Mr. Cube, he's a newer channel, so go give him some support. Go hit that like, share, and subscribe button. He will be putting out some cool content. And tell him the Superfly sent you.
Nathan Wilcott. Can't stay long. I got some work to do on my truck.
Nathan, let's get you blued up. Let's get you blued up. There you go, brother Nathan. All right. So, what we're going to do.
Monster's here.
Not the real monster. No. Welcome in, real monster. The crowd goes wild. He shoots. He scores. So, we're going to burn or melt the tips off of our little maggot. Actually, let me put that one aside. I'm going to look for a little bit longer piece. Because what I want to do is I want to have it sticking out, one out the back and one out the front. Wait a couple of seconds, and then you can just rub it with your fingers. If you don't wait that couple of seconds, you will get burnt. And we don't want anybody getting burnt on here.
No.
Dang that Superfly. All right. So as you can see, we got our first two little maggoties on there. And then I did this one before. And what we're going to do to attach those on there is we're going to put them on our thread, line them up in the middle. We can pinch them off at the end. And then you can see you can put them anywhere on the fly you want. Well, the first two I'm going to put them on the side that you guys can see, so opposite to me.
Right.
All right. And as you can see, as you build it up, it's going to turn into like little maggoties.
Okay.
So next thing we're going to do. Ooh.
Careful, Superfly will tie him with fire. That's from Sharpe.
Fire bad. Fire bad. I have burnt off eyebrows before. Oh yeah. Play with fire.
See, and I didn't know that's what that was from. I thought you just used a brown Sharpie on the tips.
No, I melted.
When you showed me the completed one earlier.
So, right. So the reason you have to, whenever you do any wool, like any of these little wool bugs. What?
Nathan's leaving.
Okay, Nathan. Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So the reason we melt the tips, guys and girls, is because this will unfray if you don't. So anytime you're making see, it's still steamy, but My fingers have become a little bit fireproof with this hand only, not so much with this hand.
Right.
I do a lot of this. I make a lot of little flies like this, like all the little wool flies, like this one here,
Yeah.
the roo fly. See, I melted the tip on the roo fly.
Right.
Anytime you're making any of these little wool bugs, you need to melt the tip because if you don't, it's going to unfray really, really badly.
Right.
And I'm trying to show you guys on camera without lighting any more of these on fire.
Mr.
Ooh,
Cube said it looks cool.
thank you, Mr. Cube.
And Trudge said his eyebrow got burned by a flaming marshmallow, but never from fly
By a flaming marshmallow? Uh-oh. Who said that, Trudge?
Yeah.
What were you doing, Trudge? That you
Probably
campfire, I imagine, but
we're making s'mores.
might have been making s'mores. See how it's starting to.
Yeah. It looks cool, Jody.
So this is a fairly easy one to tie. Again, it's only a couple materials and a couple of steps. Woo!
Cool cat. Hey, folks.
Cool cat. The man, the myth, the legend, the cool cat. How are you, brother Cool Cat?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, go check out each other's channels.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reason I blew you guys up, so you guys can go like each other, subscribe to each other if you haven't already, and tell them the Superfly sent you.
Oh, see, I was right. Trudge is big into camping, so he must have been a camping.
He was camping. He was singing "Kumbaya" and forgot about his marshmallow, and he flicked it off the stick and into his eyebrows it went. Correct me if I'm wrong. Either that or another camper threw it at you. See how we build it up, guys? We just and so I do one on this side, one on this side, and then I put the one in the top. So right now I'm going to put the one in the top, right? And you build it up. It looks kind of like an urchin, only it's a maggoty urchin. So when those saints come marching in, oh, when those saints come marching in, bada 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 boom. Oh Lord, I wanna be in that number. Whew, that one was a little hot. Oh, when my saints come marching in. Oh, when the saints we come marching in. Oh, when the saints come marching in, bada bada bada. Oh Lord, I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in. All right.
So Trudge said it was his own stick.
It was his own. It was his own marshmallow.
He said they had um, third grade pictures the following day.
Oh no!
He must have been in the third
Your
grade.
your mother must have been super pleased with you, Mr. Trudge. Woo! Hullabaloo. If you've tied flies and never played with fire before, um, I do recommend that you be a little bit cautious because it can be a little ouchy if you touch things with the fire that are hot.
Mr. Cube said he loves it.
Thank you, Mr. Cube.
Yeah, it looks cool, honey.
This is the kind of thing you can fish under a float, by the way, guys. So, like, if you, woo, hot, hot. Some like it hot, but they don't know how hot till they try. Bump, bump, da, da. Woo! Wow. All right. We're burning it up today. We're going all scorched earth on this fly. All right. I'm just going to do one more on the top. And then we are maggot cluster.
Power station in the house. Touch.
Whew.
Mr. Cube said, I wish I had some of those.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These ones are pretty easy to make.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Pacific said, it hurts my fingers just watching, Jody.
It's not so bad. It's not so bad.
It
Like
looks like it is.
you know what? But I gotta tell you, so like you'll see like little brown marks on my hand. This one I can do. If I did that same thing with this hand, I'd be screaming like a little kid.
Right.
Uh, I make a lot of like these little burnt tail things in the eyes. So like I can pretty much touch the flame with my hand.
Yeah.
Um, but this hand, not even close. Not even close.
Right.
So if you do a lot of this kind of thing, you'll get used to it after a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my fingers, I'm gonna pull back all those little maggoty clusters, and then I'm gonna just take my two fingers, tie off my fly. You can use your whip finisher if you want to use a whip finisher, but I like the two finger method. Plus, it saves me time. I'll explain it to you in a minute. Let me just tie this off. I'm going to put about 4 or 5 on there. Notice when I tie these off, I never put head cement or any kind of glue or thing to tie them off, because if
can, right?
you can
Yeah.
if you feel it'll be stronger,
Yeah.
but I never have my threads unravel. When you do 4 or 5 of those little knots at the end, they're not coming off. Same as whip finishing. If you whip finish and you do a couple of good whip finishes, it is not going to come off. But if you feel you need a little crazy glue
Yeah.
or head cement or whatever,
It's all good.
absolutely feel free.
Yeah.
But watch this. So you saw I tied them 4 things in a second. Now watch how long it's going to take me. I'm going to grab my thing out of my box. Watch how long. I'm going to bend down and grab a thing. I got to look for it in
What
the
thing?
box. My whip finisher.
Your whip finisher.
All right.
Okay.
So in that time it took me to find that whip finisher, I had those knots done. Just
But honey, a lot of people who tie flies have the whip finisher next to them.
doesn't matter. I still would have had to bend over and get it, whereas I'm still got the thing in my hand and I just go.
Well, God bless you.
Anyways, I'm not insulting any of you. I'm not insulting any of you. If you guys use whip finishers, that's good.
Absolutely.
That's good. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. A lot of people ask me why I don't whip finish.
Right.
So I'm just explaining it to them.
It's all good.
For me, after 35 years of tying, I have just come to the point where whip finishing is kind of obsolete. There may be the odd situation where I'll do it, but mostly I do it to show new tires that I can do it.
Mhm. Pacific said, yeah, I'd have to lift before each roll.
Be like, also,
Oh, and Tink said, Super Homie, was that what your hair looked like in the 80s?
I don't know about the 80s,
It looks like
but it
that
kind of
now.
looks like that now, man. I need a haircut bad.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it yesterday, but like I said, a tornado was coming through the area, a bad thunderstorm. So I'm like,
Ain't gonna use any
I'm not. I just didn't want to use electrical things. Anyways, about the finger burning part, you can buy these little rubber finger tippies,
Those are cool, honey.
and if you need to, you can use them for
Tapeworm.
and tapeworm.
The dread bug.
The dread bug. The dread bug. Let me put it back on here.
Yeah.
And they come in other sizes. So if you have larger fingers, which I do, you can also use them in a different size. So
That's cool.
I have these, and just to show you, because I like to show you guys stuff.
Really?
Really? Okay. Just to show you, I'll show you how they work. Wherever I put that wool that I just had, I did not use it all. Here it is, right here. So the downfall is They make you a little more clumsy, but the good thing is that you don't feel the heat. So
Very good.
if you're, woo, that was a close. So if you're a little bit nervous about heat, you can also use these and they will protect you, your little tender tootsies. See? Doo 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 doo. So you can get them
That
on.
was the puppet in you.
That was the puppet in me. One of these days, I don't think I've done it yet, but you'll hear me talking and I'll just go all Cookie Monster. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. C is for cookie. By the way, speaking of puppets, my Laugh Out Loud puppet channel reached 700 videos
Yay.
today. So we reached a milestone.
Woohoo.
And last week we reached 200 subscribers.
Very good.
So as of today, we're at 204.
Cool.
Let me put these burners away because I'm not going to wear them while I'm burning stuff. So, always remember, kids, safety first when playing with fire. Be careful, it does burn. That was your safety tip from your local Superfly. All right, so this is our little wormy cluster. It looks pretty darn good, if you ask me. I think it's looking tasty.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to take it and put it. Look at this box. Look at this box of flies.
You need a bigger box.
I think, yeah, after tonight, I'm going to absolutely have to get a bigger box.
I'll make another one like that.
Maybe I'll make, you know what? Maybe I'll start another box. Maybe I'll start another box. And I don't know. We're going to figure out what happens. But anyways, when we reach 1,000 subscribers, as pretty much everybody in here knows, somebody is going to be getting this beautiful fly box. All your names every week. I go over your names the day after my live streams and put a tick beside your name, and that's how many times your name will be in the draw. You'll get a little sticker in the draw, and Mrs. Superfly, the beautiful Mrs. Superfly, will draw one of those names, and one of you fantastic people will be getting the Jody's Fly Box. You guys get it? Okay, got it. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I wanted to show you guys that, and what else was I going to show you? Oh yes, so the next thing I want to tie is like a popper for you guys. I'm in a kind of a poppery mood, so I'm going to tie you guys a popper. It's going to be yellow yellow foam, and it's going to have red and yellow tail with some crystal flash in it, and it's going to have metallic red eyes. And and then it'll have some black rubber legs or pink rubber legs or something along those lines. So let's get tying.
Set the camera on.
Yes, we're gonna put this down on the vise. I need a hook. Now this is gonna be a small popper. It's not gonna be a large popper. So I need a small-ish hook.
Okay.
If I can find one, I will definitely use it. Let me see what I got in my collection of hooks. I really hate the bent hooks. I really, really hate them. I don't like them. I know some of you guys probably like them.
That's okay.
I am not a bent hook. I like my hooks to be straight. And if I want to bend them, I'll bend them. But I have to bend them straight because a lot of them come bent, where they're bent down like that. And I know all you guys who make like Clouser minnows and stuff, that's why they do it that way. I know. So we're going to use this hook, which is a size da, 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 da,
Tapered 7/8.
4.
Oh, 4.
Size 4 egg hook. Good guess, though. Fruit fly. After Friday's debacle with you guys getting me to tie this mulberry fruit fly here.
Hopefully you'll get to try it this week.
Hopefully I got to try it.
We never did last week.
This since I didn't fish this week, I do plan on
Slurry's
fishing.
Here, and Greg is here.
Slurry!
Arizona's here.
Arizona's here. Greg Lawson's here. Oh my gosh. Who let these guys in?
I don't know.
Who let these guys in the house? Anyways. All right. So we're going to take our clear nylon thread. We're going to attach it below the eye. If we can attach it. Come on now. My fingers are a little burnt, scorched from that that last maggoty fly.
Barbie's here.
Barbie's here! If Arizona's in the house, I would expect Barbie to be actually, she usually shows up 2 or 3 minutes before Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So if I see one.
He's getting ready to head out fishing Arizona for the night.
Yes.
But he just wanted to show some love and say hey.
Yes, Mr. Arizona, we love you and Mrs. Barbie. You guys are always welcomed here at the Superfly's house.
Of course, we're a team, said Barbie.
Of course. Of course. And what a fabulous team you are. And I would expect nothing less from you guys. They are a super power couple, them two.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I'm losing feathers all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start with our orange boa feathers.
Oh, that's not yellow?
Oh, yes. Yellow. Sorry.
Yellow hen. Oh, your mom's going to bed because they got to get up.
Yes. Mother needs her sleep. She's on her way home. They're leaving at 4 to come home. All right, Mother. Well, if I don't hear from you again, have a safe journey. We love you. So stay safe, drive safe. I do not go down to PEI anymore because I do not do 16-hour drives. If I got to drive more than 2 hours, I'm already like not good with it. So I'm picking off these little section guys, and you'll see there's a little spine, and I just bend it over, and then I just give it a little stroke, and anything that comes out will come out of there. And then I cut off the little spine because there's absolutely no need to have it in our tail. And although it's a little popper, I like to make the tails really puffy. So there's the yellow. This is going to be a cool little popper. So anybody who's fished a popper, these are a great little fly, a topwater fly. And the fish really do enjoy eating them. They really come after them pretty readily.
Andy's here.
Baby! All right, she came. So after I tie this, I'm gonna have to do a Bambi clouser.
Oh, Mom said she'll call when she gets home.
When she gets home?
I will call you when we get home.
Oh, that's
like at 8:00 at night or whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not raining, I'll be If it's not raining, I'll be fishing, I think.
Not at 8:00 at night.
Not at 8:00 at night. No, in the morning.
Bob is here too.
Hey, Bob's in the house. Welcome in. All right, Ma. Well, call me when you get home. Okay, so we're going to take some sparkly crystal flash, and we are going to toss that right on top of all that mess, that fluffy, feathery mess. And we'll tie it right to the back. So you see we have this nice like fiery, sparkly tail. Beautiful. The fish fly, the legendary fish fly. Hit up the fish fly, guys. The fly we call him. Hit him up. Subscribe to him. He's a fantastic younger gentleman. He is he is really cool. He ties some really cool jigs, and he's just a really cool dude. So I need a piece of this that's about that long, and I'm going to cut a very thin strip, about 2 millimeters in width. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here at the end, and I'm going to tie it in. I'm going to tie it up to below the eye, and then I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to tie it back. And you want it to be a little bulbous, guys. So you want it to be have that puffy kind of bulbous look, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a little popper head, and we're going to stick the popper head on top of it like so, and it's going to support that whole fly. And plus it adds just more buoyancy, and you guys want your poppers to be really buoyant, so because they are a topwater fly. So what you're going to do, I don't know if I can show you this really good. You're going to start making a tube like this. All right? And then you're going to take some crazy glue and make sure that it's wide enough that it slides over the, but not so loose that it won't grip. So you have to kind of measure it to there that it'll slide still easy on there, but not too big that it won't grip on there. And once you start your tube, you're going to take your crazy glue, and you're going to hold it on for 10 Mississippis, 9 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, and then it should be fairly hardened. And then you're just going to roll it around a little bit, like not even all the way around once more, but like halfway. And it's just going to add some bulk to it. And then you can add a little bit more crazy glue. And then you can hold it till it hardens up.
Looks nice, honey.
And again, it takes about 10 Mississippis, so 10 seconds. And if you have any that didn't stick down, you can just add a little bit of a drop along. And it will seal down. Like that. And then what I like to do is just take my scissors, cut it flush with the body, because it'll be like a little bump almost, but you cut it as flush as you can with your scissors. And now you have your little popper head.
Arizona said those Mississippis are very important.
The Mississippis they're absolutely important.
And Barbie said yes, they are.
They are.
And Tink said, I figured you all did 10 Manitobas or something.
10 Manitobas. That's a good one, Tink.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so now we're going to take our bobbin, since it's at the end, we're going to put it in our little cradle holder. And I'll show you guys. I know a lot of you have seen it, but I got this one at Walmart. It's just a coat hanger. Anyways, it clips nice onto your vice stand, and you can rest your bobbin on it, which keeps it out of the way, and you won't get any crazy glue on there, because you don't want to get any crazy glue in there. Come on now. Get in your cradle. There we go. And now this part is tricky. I'm going to tell you, honestly, it is a bit tricky because you got to be really fast. So you're going to take your crazy glue, you're going to run it over the top of your fly, and then you're going to, as fast as you can, slide that over and down to the end. Like that. And if you
Tapeworm said the metric version of Mississippi.
the metric version of the Mississippi. Absolutely, tapeworm. You guys are very clever. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, as you guys can see, I've kind of sealed over the head a little bit because I made this just a tad too long for this hook. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little rounded scissors. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to trim off my bobbin so I can take this out of the vise. And then I'm just going to trim it down with these little rounded Dr. Schlicks. I'm just going to go carefully around because I don't want to take off too much. I'm just going to go gently. Now, if you make your tube the right length, you won't have this problem. But if you do make it too long, you can easily fix it. And now you can see, I'm just going to trim this just a little bit more here on the bottom. Now you can see, you can easily put your thread in your popper. So you could take this popper now, just as is, and fish it. And I am guarantee you will catch fish. But because it's the Superfly channel, we're going to fancy it up.
Of course.
Why not? Now, there are two ways you can do it, but I'm going to show you the way I'm going to do it, which is tie it on. But you could take a pin at this point and stick it through. Maybe I'll show you guys if I have a pin. Where's my pinny pin?
Arizona said he would really like to try his hand at fly fishing someday. Heck, I would love to try and tie a fly on a. I'd love to try a fly on a spinner reel.
Oh yeah, Arizona, you can fish. You can fish a bunch of flies on the spinning reel.
And Barbie said Jody and Maria are a beautiful couple.
Oh,
thank you, Barbie.
Barbie, the Maria is the beautiful part.
No, but Jody has a beautiful heart.
I have a beautiful heart, but she has the beautiful part.
You're so cute.
Oh. After all these years, you still think I'm cute?
Yeah.
You heard it. You heard it, guys.
18 years.
18 years later, I'm still cute.
Yeah, Arizona said he's intrigued by all this, Jody.
Well, Arizona, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell Arizona something.
Greg said he's a witness.
Greg's a witness. Before Arizona runs off on me.
Yeah.
Because I know he's getting ready for fishing.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him he does a lot of night fishing or evening fishing.
Okay.
And unfortunately, sometimes he's fishing when we're in bed.
Yes,
so when we're heading off to bed. Because me and Mrs. Superfly go to bed early, and I think they're a bit behind us.
Okay.
So we're a little bit, I think we're like an hour or two ahead of them, I think.
Oh, wow.
So often when he's out fishing, I'm sleeping in bed.
Oh, okay.
So I wish I could give him, like, I do go and check his channel out often.
That's nice.
But I wish I could check his channel out more than I do. So I do want to apologize to you, Arizona brother, because I really do enjoy your company. I enjoy your channel. I really do. The timing is a little off for me to be there more often than I am. Otherwise, I definitely would be. So I just wanted to say that publicly, that I apologize for that. And like somebody who's crazy that's in here, Arizona, is Cool Cat. Cool Cat is here, but it's like 4 in the freaking morning, and I honestly cannot believe that he 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, he's up hanging out here, and he comes almost every week, and he often stays till the end, and I cannot believe how crazy he is. He got to be a nighthawk or something. I don't know how he does it. But I appreciate all you guys. I really do, and girls who come and hang out. You guys are all so amazing. Okay, so I attached my thread right in the middle.
Wow. Barbie and Arizona have been together 36 wonderful
36
years.
years.
And they still act like they're courting each other.
Oh,
That's so
you guys
sweet.
are sweet. I love to hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I had red. You know what? I do have red. I'm going to do red. I have a little bit of red.
Oh, they also said once the weather gets cooler, Jody,
Yeah,
they will be live earlier so we can join them.
that will be cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So when that happens, Arizona, for sure, count me in. I will for sure be there then. But I do love you guys, and don't ever forget it. Okay. So are we want to go dark red or light red? What do you guys What are you guys thinking? I know it's my creation, but I like to include you guys. So you guys want to see the deep red or the lighter red? Thank you, Barbie. Arizona says dark. Arizona says dark. All right, let's do Arizona's. Let's Arizona wins this one. And if you don't like it, you can blame him later. Teamwork gives you someone else to blame when things get really messed up.
Right.
All right. And we're going to make the legs a little long because you really want them to be really jiggly in the water because you want them to attract those fish. So we've put it on our thread, and now we can move it anywhere we need to adjust it. And you know what, Arizona? This fly is going to be the Arizona and Barbie fly. This is in honor of them.
That's nice, Jody.
Yeah. This one is the Arizona and Barbie fire. And I say that because after 38 years, they're still in fire. And this looks a bit like fire colors.
There you go.
So that's how you guys, that's how this is for you guys. Oh, yeah. Look at those legs. Look at those legs. Woo, she's got legs and she knows how to use them. Oh, yeah. She never begs. That is going to be a fish magnet right there. And it's going in the box, so maybe Barbie and Arizona are going to win that.
They're honored that you
They could win
dedicated
that.
that fly to them. He calls it the firefly.
The Firefly.
Yeah.
The Arizona and Barbie Firefly right there.
There you go.
All right. So I did not show you guys, but I'm sure you guys can understand this.
Greg said nice work, Julie.
Thank you. This is a hole puncher, and you take a bag, a gift bag, with red in it or any color. You can make the eyes silver or whatever, but I'm going with the red, the loving fire red theme tonight. So you punch out 2 little holes, and you will have 2 little eyes.
Oh, okay. I've never seen you do this before.
You didn't see me punch them out?
No. That's cool.
You want to see me punch them out?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't know that's what you did.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to actually give me a second. We're kind of done with the we're done with the thread.
Okay.
So I can actually take the thread off now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim off the thread. And then I'm going to take my crazy, crazy glue. And we're going to put this red eye right here in the center. And we're going to hold it down for one Manitoba, two Manitoba, three Manitoba, four Manitoba, five Manitoba, six Mississippi, seven Mississippi. We'll do half American, half Canadian.
Okay.
One Prince Edward Island, three Prince Edward Islands.
One's Ontario.
One Ontario, two Ontario. There we go. All right, so we got that one on. Now we're gonna flip it over.
Okay. Manitoba's in Nova Scotia, right?
No.
Oh, where?
Manitoba's on the other end of the country.
British Columbia?
Yeah, at that end.
Oh, goodness.
You're geographically lost, my dear.
I am. All I know is my little town here.
Mrs. Superfly has not traveled very much.
No.
I mean, I haven't been at that end of the country either, to be honest. I've only been to the eastern end. I haven't been to the western end. Anyway, so there's our little red eyes, but it's not finished that way. We got to make it look. We got to make those eyes pop.
Of course.
Because this fly has to look like it's in love.
Yeah.
So, because these two people who this is made for are in love. So, we're going to make these eyes pop.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take our black Sharpie marker and very carefully we're going to make a pupil right there on that eye. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to put a pupil on the other eye. And you got to be careful because if you're not careful, you'll make a mess. All right, so we got our pupils in there. And now this is the part that makes it pop right here. We are going to grab our UV torch and our UV resin. And we're going to build up the eye. So what you want to do is you want to put a big dollop on there and you want it to ball up. And then you're going to take your torch. You're going to hit it with the torch. Do not look directly into the fly, into the torch. Do not inhale the UV resins. Use it in a well-ventilated area. We don't want anybody with eye damage or COPD later. That's why I'm covering it up. Then we're just going to touch it. Oh yeah, it's pretty hard. Just give it just an extra second or so. Just to make sure. Now look at that. Look at those. See how they pop? It just makes that whole eye, and it's looking at you. Wherever you move it, it looks like it's staring at you. Those fish are,
Jody?
Yeah, so those fish are just going to come after that. So now we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to ball up our UV resin. Then we're going to slap it with the torch. Make sure you keep your legs. So if you see, I pull the legs out of the way so they don't get stuck in the eye. Otherwise, you'll put your foot in your eye. You'll shoot your eye out. You don't want that to happen. All right, that's looking pretty good. If I do say so myself. Oh yeah. See? Look at that.
Nice, Jody.
Looking good. Looking good. Special fly for a very special couple.
There you go.
But I just don't think it looks done yet.
Yeah.
It's missing something. And I think what it's missing is a little red on the top.
Okay.
A little red. It needs a little red on the top.
Why do you draw a heart?
Draw a heart? I was thinking that, to be honest. I was like,
I don't know if you can draw such a tiny heart, though.
Well, let's take it out of the vise.
Okay.
We'll put a little heart on there. So If anybody gets this that's not Arizona and Barbie, then you'll know that the heart was, it'll be a little heart. So we'll just do a little heart on the top.
Yeah.
Oh, Alfalfa, you're so romantical.
Looks great. We're honored.
Oh,
You
look,
named that for us.
we got a nice pretty heart on the top.
Nice.
Now the tricky part is to seal it in without having it run. That's going to be the tricky part. So let's.
Well, let the marker dry, honey.
No, no, it'll be dry. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, for this next step, I need a piece of paper towel. Okay, so we're only gonna dab the heart, and we're just gonna dab that. We're not gonna spread it. We're not gonna rub it. We're only gonna dab it. The love bug.
Nice. They
All
call
right.
it the firebug.
The firebug.
Yeah.
The firebug. Ooh, how pretty.
Nice, Jody.
How pretty. All right.
There we go.
That's a fish. That's a fish catcher if I ever saw one. So always make sure you wipe off all the excess marker off your nail polish before you dip it back in, or your nail polish is going to be red or pink or blue or whatever color you were playing with. I like it. It's
That's good.
this is a panfish getter for sure. Absolutely, bass, all those fish, trout.
They like it, honey. They really like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
There you go, my friends. There you go. So
Let that dry.
we're gonna put that into this. My sister gave me this little froggy thing. I used to collect froggies. It looks like they're just kind of boodly boodly boodly. So we'll just let that dry, and then that will go into the box. And since Bambi is here, oh, by the way, since some of you weren't here when I showed it off, I'll do a little recap. I've been working on these urchin style flies. So they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're kind of in honor of my brother R2G,
Release to the grease.
released to the grease. So there's a pinky one.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of in honor of him. And the other thing we tied earlier was this maggot.
Yeah.
What did we call it? Maggot, massive maggots or something. But anyways, so we tied this, and this should be kind of interesting to fish with this.
Mm-hmm.
What I might do is dip it into my gulp juice
Yes.
and see if the gulp juice enhances the flavor of it.
Yeah.
And one that I didn't tie this today, but I'm gonna have to fish it this week for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We
to
made
see.
this as a group.
We did, yes.
Remember, everybody picked
Couple weeks
picked the
ago.
colors and the eye colors and everything. So
Yeah.
we made this kind of rubbery leg creation.
Yeah.
So I'll have to fish that this week. So
But you were making a.
I'm
Bambi?
making a Bambi clouser for Bambi.
Oh, okay.
Mrs. Bambi, she is. I have made her flies before. I made her another fly, but in honor of her name. Now, I am going to give you a kind of a heads up about the Bambi clouser. Clousers usually require a dumbbell eye, but I don't have any dumbbell eyes. But I do have chain eyes, which will work just like a dumbbell eye. So We're going to put it still underneath. The hook is still going to come up from the top. So it will be in the style of a Bambi clouser, but it's not going to have dumbbell eyes. So that's my little heads up for that. So I don't want to hear anybody like, you didn't use a dumbbell eye. I know that.
Okay.
All right.
You've been
Are we
told.
are we good? Are we all clear on that?
Okay.
Okay, we're clear. We're all clear on that.
So Bob said no googly eyes.
On the Bambi closer, no googly eyes, no.
Okay.
No Google eyes. And we are going to tie this upside down. And
Wow,
this,
that's big.
yeah, it's going to be a bit
Ooh.
big. And this fly is, again, we all know I don't like having it pointed up, but because it is a clouser, this is the time where it does make sense to have your hook bent upwards, because the hook rises up and it sinks down to the bottom and you bounce it off the bottom in this direction. So it does make sense to have that. So this is the one kind of exception in the Superfly's eyes for having that kind of hook. And if it was a straight hook, I would bend it in that configuration. But since it comes like that, I don't have to bend it. Ouch. And it is exceptionally sharp, which is good. All right. So we're going to do a really cool kind of thing here. I hope it's enough to get it to the end. I'm pretty sure it is. So we're going to start with an opal gift wrapping ribbon. We're going to tie it in at the back here. And we are going to wrap it forward towards the eye. And I'm going to try to stop jabbing myself with the hook. And you see, Bambi, this fly is made with blood, sweat, and tears. All right. So we left a space up at the front for the eyes. So what we're going to do is on the underside, not on the top, but on the underside, we're going to tie in these eyes. And we're not going to crowd the eye. So we're left about 1 millimeter away from the eye. And we did that on purpose because when we put the fur in, we're going to fold it over and we need something to tie it down to in the front.
So Jody, you don't need to put anything to seal the ribbon?
What do you mean, just seal the ribbon?
Well, because all you did was wrap it around.
I wrapped it around and tied it down. Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So we got the eyes put in, right? Beautiful. Now we're going to take some pretty pink. We're going to take some pretty pink crystal flash, probably about 2 strands worth, or 3 strands in this case. Is going to be very flashy. And what we want to do is we're going to line up all our little ends like so. And then I'm going to cut them off at the bottom. And we're going to tie in right below the, actually I'll come up from behind because that'll tie it down nice and strong. And then from the front, I will come up, lift this up, put my loop, and then I'll tie it down, give it 2 good wraps, and then I will fold it over. And there's going to be some crystal flash, but it's still going to be more flashy than that even once I put the fur, but I just wanted to put some along the underbelly, which will work as the lateral lines on the Bambi Clouser. And then we will look for our white fur, because this is going to be a white and pink Bambi Clouser. So it's going to be white fur with a pink head. And it's going to be very fishy. So I've isolated my fur, and I'm going to cut it off. So this is going to be the back, and I'm going to go over the garbage can so I don't make a mess. I'm going to pick out anything that is not cut properly, and then I'm going to tie it right below the eyes, facing with the pointy part out, like so. And I'll come up, pull this up from behind the eye. I'll give it a tiny little tie below the eye. And then I will come up behind the eye again, and I will pull it backwards. Ouch. Again, that hook is sharp. All right. There we go. And I want to put a little more flashing in there, just a little bit more. So I'm going to line it up, because I want this to be a really super flashy kind of minnowy pattern. All right, so we got some flash on the top. I'm going to trim that off there. And then I'm going to go into my dubbins, and I'm going to get some nice hot pink dubbin. And I'm going to dirty dub this onto this fly. So basically, to dirty dub it, you just make a little ball of dubbin, and you put your thread right in the middle, and then you pick off anything that comes off. And then we're going to go on the underside, and we're going to take all the parts that we picked off, and we're going to put it on the underside, again, straight through the middle. And then we'll pick it off, like so. And then I'm going to go right up to across the eyes. And then I'm just going to tie down this little bit on the front by the eye. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a push, and then we'll tie it off. All right, like so. And now we can take our brush, and we can brush it all out. Even it out, make it all bushy.
I love the sparkly, honey.
Yes, this is going to be I can tell you right now, pink and white is a very effective, and with all the sparkle and the body, is going to be a very effective pattern. And then I'm going to come up from behind the eyes, just like that. And I can tie it off using my 5 half hitches. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Jared is here. He's
Jared,
listening because he's working on the porch.
working on the porch.
Bambi loves it.
And red or black eyes?
Black?
Let's do black. Let's do black. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our black nail polish and we're going to paint the eyes black.
Mr. Cube was going to say red. Bambi said black.
Bambi said black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barbie said that's really cool. And Mr. Cube asked, can broccoli be used as bait?
Broccoli?
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. I don't know if, you know what? I know carp will eat broccoli.
Arizona and Barbie, they hate to go, but they need to get ready to pack up and head out. Thank you for a wonderful fly in honor of him and Barbie. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
All right, guys. We love you. We love you so much. Thank you for coming by. Make sure to catch a bunch tonight. You two wonderful, wonderful people. All right. So, this is the Bambi Klauser Superfly style. Ta-da!
That's really pretty, Jody.
And that will be very fish catchy for sure. And the Arizona and Bambi popper, or Barbie popper, sorry, will be going into the box. And one of you lovely people out there is going to win it.
Stuart, hello from Ohio.
Stuart!
Mick Stewartson?
Stuart McStewartson. Hey, Stuart, you're not blue. Give me 2 seconds. Now you're blue. Anyways, so this one will go in the box. The Bambi Klauser will go in the box. We're running out of room in the box. So for all you new people who are new or watching, who are lurking, make sure to come on in if you're lurking. And let's get you blued up. Let's get you part of the family. And if you come and make conversation in the chats, you will get your name in the draw for the Jody's Fly Box. And it is crammed. And I hate to open it because it's like Pandora's box in there. It is crammed with all the flies that I tie on Sundays and Fridays. And sometimes when I tie on random days. So you could win this spectacular box. And I will tell you, as it stands right now, there is well over $100 worth of flies in there.
Absolutely.
Well over that. So if I individually sold them, it would be a lot. So one of you fantastic people, when we reach 1,000 subscribers, or we like to call you family members, when we reach 1,000 family members, we are giving away the Jody's Fly Box to one of you fantastic people. So make sure you comment, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and stick around because we're one big happy family in here, and you will be loved, and you will be honored, and you will be welcomed.
Really nice, Jody.
So this one is the Bambi Klauser, and I waited for her to be in here so that she could see it. I'm going to take a picture of this one and put it up on the web. Actually, I'm also going to take a picture of the Arizona popper, put it up on the. I'll put it in my Discord, and I will put it on the in the community tab. And this is in honor of you guys. I'm gonna have to make another one of these and fish it though, because I think it'll fish really, really cool. So let me just pop her in there. so that she can dry. All right.
Jared said that box would be an amazing prize.
You know it, brother Jared. You know it.
Stuart said, "This is cool. I'm glad I finally caught you live. This is some neat stuff."
Oh, thanks, Stuart. And we're super glad to have you here. And again, welcome to the family. And because you popped in, your name is going in the draw. So you have a chance to win the Jody's Fly Box. All right. So I have a couple of things in mind. I will let you guys decide from three different choices on which direction we go. So we can go foam bug.
Oh, yes.
So we can do foam bug.
Yeah. Or?
But before you guys decide foam bug, just hear me out. Or we can go an actual fly.
Oh, yeah.
So we can do an actual fly. Or final choice, we can go with let me pull one out here, and there's multiple colors. We can tie these.
Oh, that's cool.
These are
I like those.
articulated streamers, but they're like
Yeah.
sinking. They're like they sink, so
Oh,
they're like
okay.
really fast sinking
Okay.
with the bead eyes.
Okay.
So we can tie one of these, or
That would be nice.
the foam bug, or the fly. And I'm gonna let the audience.
Oh, just one of the three.
Just one of the three. We might get to the other ones, but the next one we tie, I'm going to let them
Okay.
decide what they want to see next.
Okay.
Mr. Cube says the fly.
Okay.
Bambi says the fly that wiggles.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll have to. So far, it's a bit of a tie.
Yeah. Stuart says the fly.
Stuart says the
too.
fly.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll start with the fly, and if we get time, we'll do Bambi's request then
Okay.
after that. How does that sound good?
Sure. Sure.
All right, guys, the fly it is, and we'll come around and do that. So this is what we're gonna tie. This is the fly. It's
That's cool, Jody.
I love tying these flies. They're obviously in the name Superfly.
Yeah.
Oh, and so, just so you guys know, I'll just for comparison, this is my Superfly brand fly that I make. So this is the official Superfly. I know in the light it's a little hard to see,
Yeah.
but it actually says SF on there. So that's the Superfly colors. That's what it looks like from the underneath. So that's my logo fly for any of you who haven't seen that yet. But this is the one we're going to tie right now.
Okay.
And it is also a Superfly. So we need a hook, and we're going to tie it on a little hook. So give me a second to.
Slurry's gotta go, but he'll see you later.
Slurry, you can't leave me. Why are you leaving me? No, Slurry, no. Don't go, Slurry. Why, brother? I'm just kidding. I love you, Slurry. Thank you for showing up, sticking around. You are always welcome. I got so many hooks, guys. So many hooks. All right, this is a good hook. This is a good hook. This is a good one. This is a good one. I love this fly. By the way, guys, make sure you guys go to each other's channels, check each other out, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Show each other the love.
Honey, do you need to keep your garbage there?
Yes.
Okay.
No. No, I don't. I can put my garbage up here. Let me have a quick sip of water, guys.
Yeah.
High quality H2O. For those of you who know, if I'm missing, I'm probably fishing. Praise Jesus for the water. Oops, we got all tipsy. I saw the camera tip. All right, let's bring the camera down to the vise. There you go. All right, so what we're going to start with, of course, our clear nylon thread. Most of my flies, like 90% of my flies, I use clear nylon thread. That doesn't mean I don't use other threads, but I this is the thread of choice for the Superfly. I never go without it. I always have it. I have other threads. I have all kinds of threads, but and sometimes I use them. Like, if you're trying to get a certain color in there or whatever, I will for sure use it. So we started under the eye of the hook. I didn't tell you what size, did I? Why do I always do that to you guys? It is a eight, size 8 egg hook, I believe. Pretty small one. It's a small one. If you're practicing, you can always practice on a bigger hook. So, what we are going to need is some roomy bristles. And we're going to need some medium thick black broom bristles, which are these fellas right here.
Bob's gotta go, honey. He's gotta do some groceries.
No, Bob, no! Everybody's leaving. Why you want to leave me, Bob? No, it's okay. Hey, Bob, I get it. We got to eat, right? We got to eat to survive. But thank you, Bob, for always coming out to play. I appreciate it. And anytime, if any of you ever have to go, you can go. You are not a prisoner at the Superfly's house. You are part of the family. The door is always open. Okay, so these broom bristles, when I cut them off, they got little fuzzies on the end. So you have to cut the little fuzzies off because I don't really need the little fuzzies.
So, honey, Stuart asked,
Yes.
who got you into tying flies?
That is a good story, Stuart. That is a good story. Give me half a second and I will explain it to you. So, these broom bristles are a little long for this fly, so I'm actually going to cut them in half like that. And I'm going to put some of them off on my little side table here. And the first thing we're going to tie into there is one of these broom bristles, but we're going to bend it in half. And I don't know how closely you guys have ever looked at a fly, but flies have very short front antennas. They're very, very short, but they have a big sensor on them. So I'm going to leave them that length, and after we get tying all the parts in, we're going to trim this down, and you don't need to put them in there. The fish are not looking at it that closely, but you guys know the Superfly. We're tying as realistic as we can get, right? So we'll just leave. Yes.
Mr. Cube said, did you see my surprise?
Mr. Cube's surprise? No.
Oh, I'm assuming.
I'm assuming it's on his channel.
Oh, okay.
Or unless it's in my community tab.
And at some point, you'll tell Stuart how you started.
Yes. So right. So Mr. Cube, I will get to the surprise. I will see it. And Mr. Stuart. I got tying fly. So in high school, I was a very big boy. I was a chubby kid, and I was picked on very badly, and I wasn't really happy, and this might frighten some of you, but I was going to kill myself. I was going to take my own life. I was really depressed and not happy. But there is a silver lining to the story. I met a teacher So one day I was in the hallway and I had been picked on really badly, and I met a teacher that was at our school, and his name was Konstantin Paputsis, and he saw me crying, and he came over and he asked me what was wrong, and I told him I was being bullied, and he very quickly switched the topic from the bullying to fishing. And he said, I have a fishing club, and if you want to come and check it out, come and join the fishing club, and I'll introduce you to the guys. And so he did, and I started hanging out with them and fishing. And a couple of weeks into it, we got um, we were tying flies in the group. He had a bunch of ices, and everybody got to tie some flies. And I took to that like a duck to water. And in a very short amount of time, I became the school's best fly tyer. Uh, and I was even in a tournament representing the school, which was really cool. And this is still too wide. And I I was going to win the tournament, but I ended up sharing my bait with another competitor who actually beat me. So that kind of sucked, but it was still good because you know what? I'm a good sportsman, so it was good to win it. But
So
it
you
was
so you've been tying since high school.
so I've been tying flies since high school.
So over 30 years?
35 years,
Yeah.
over 35 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I'm an old man and I can
You're
tie.
not
I'm old. Anyways, and I
old.
can tie almost anything that's confronted me. There's some things I don't tie or don't really enjoy tying, but
Right,
I
right,
can tie almost anything.
right.
So let me explain this before I go any further. I tied a piece of foam in below the head, and I it's a pretty long foam, and I'm going to end up bending it over like this. This is going to make the body of our fly, and our wings are going to come out the side. So before I put the wings in, I'm going to take those little broom bristles that I put aside, and I'm going to tie them in. These are going to be the legs.
So Mr. Cube said, yes, the surprise is on his channel.
All right, Mr. Cube, I will definitely go and check that when I'm done.
And he said, you're not an old guy.
I'm not an old guy. Well, I'm 48.
You're not that old.
I'm 48, so I'm almost 50.
That's okay.
I'm not as old as some, but I'm older than a lot. Okay, so we tied in the front legs. Now we're going to come to the back part of our fly, and we're going to tie in our back legs.
Stuart is glad you found that teacher. We might have been robbed of this great little community.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? God, I'm going to tell you guys, if I here on my I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, and I absolutely, if it wasn't for Constantine and God sending him, I wouldn't be here, honestly. And I'm so glad that I am, and I get to hang out with you guys every week, a couple times a week, and tie these beautiful flies and teach you guys how to tie these flies and how to fly fish and all that. And I am just really glad that God sent him to save me because I was a lost I was a lost soul for sure. I had it all planned out and everything. It was quite scary. And throughout my life, I mean, I've had other troubling times, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. That time of my life was probably legitimately the worst part of my life. And but if anybody out there is ever bullied, don't I strongly recommend that you try to rise above it, because bullies are just people who don't have that great of a life themselves, and they look for people to pick on. And this community that we have here, the fishing community, most people in here are happy to lift you up, raise you up, build you up, talk nicely about you, and they'll support you. And we have a really good community, guys. I mean, it is always a blessing to hang out with everybody in here. And you know yeah, like, just, I know the world is scary sometimes, guys. It can be a really scary place, and times can be really tough, but it is worth living. I'll tell you for sure. I wouldn't have if I didn't. I wouldn't have met the Mrs. Superfly if I had killed myself in high school. And she's been like one of the best things that ever happened to me. She has definitely blessed my life to the fullest. She is fantastic. Plus she's beautiful. Plus she cooks really well. And she really takes care of your Superfly, guys. Okay, so I made a little dubbin noodle with some wool dubbin, and now we're going to just dub the body of this fly, because you want to hide all this whiteness and glue and stuff. And plus, flies are fuzzy. I don't know how close to a fly you guys have gotten. I know we're all swatting them, but sometimes we're not looking that close. But they do have little fuzzy bodies, which is good because we can hide it with the dubbing. And when you're dubbing stuff, guys, always just use a little bit at a time. You don't need, unless you're dirty dubbing something, then you might use a little more. But if you're doing little fidgety jobs like this, just a little dubbing. And if you need a little more, you can add it. But it's hard to take it off afterwards. So, and as you can see, you can go through with your thread, and because it's invisible thread, you don't really see it, which is fantastic. So the wings of these flies, I'm gonna actually use this here, are, the bags you get at the grocery store to put your fruits and meats in,
Your produce?
your produce, all that.
Yeah.
That is what we're using for the wings. So you want to cut a little section off, probably about like this, and it looks like a lot, but it's gonna kind of shrink down, and when you trim it, it's gonna be the right size. So what you want to do with this is you're gonna hold it up to your thread, you're gonna pinch it in the middle, and then right in the center of your fly, you're gonna tie it down. All right, you're gonna go from behind a little bit and from the side, and don't worry, it's gonna unfrill a little bit, which is good. And then you're gonna take the two sides. I don't know if you guys can see. You're gonna take the two sides and you're gonna separate them from the back, like this. All right, and then you're gonna pull them a little bit backwards. And then you're gonna take your foam and you're gonna pull it up forwards. And as you do, it's gonna make this little loop. And then you can just make your fly body the width you want. Like, you can adjust it, so you can make it tighter or shorter, but you want to make it make sense, right? So you make it about the size of a fly. All right, and then what you're going to do, you're going to take these little legs from the front, push them backwards a little bit, and then you're going to tie in that foam like so. All right, and then you're going to not worry about that for a minute. And we're going to take some red foam, and we're going to cut a small little strip of red foam about that wide. And we're going to tie it in right here on the center.
Jared said when he gets close to flies, they don't look fuzzy. They're more gooey and very thin. Paper thin if I get a square hit.
Yeah, I can imagine, Jared.
Fish fly said that looks so cool.
Okay, so now that we tied that part on, we're going to take this. Oops, what did I just do there? Oh no! Oh, I pulled it off. That was not good. See, I'm not perfect, guys, and you don't have to be perfect either. If you make a little boo boo, no worries. You can just unravel it and start again. See? I started a new channel too called the Fly Tying Doctor, and it's a channel dedicated to when I go fishing, when I come home, and any flies get damaged, like if eye falls off or a leg falls off or a wing or something, then I'm going to show you guys how to refix up a fly and have make it fishable again. So that's gonna be a cool channel. I only have one video on it right now, but give me a couple of weeks and there'll be more videos on there for sure. And if you guys go and subscribe, uh, before I get really into it, I could get the 50 subscribers and then go live uh, quickly, and then that would be helpful as well. Okay, so again, we're going to do this and not pull it off. We're going to pull our foam over the red, and then we're going to tie it off right below the eyes where the red is, like this. And then we'll take our little rounded Dr. Schlick scissors and we will trim as close as we can without trimming our line off, or our thread, sorry. And then we will just do a couple more wraps like so. And then we can pretty much, no, we can't, sorry. Forgive me, guys. It's been a couple of weeks since I tied a fly like this. We actually need to tie these wings with our thread. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our thread and we're going to wrap it around our bag material. And we're going to give it 2 wraps. Then we're going to come from underneath. We're going to go on the other side, grab the other bag material. And we're going to give that a couple of good wraps. Of course, I caught my legs in there. Come on, Superfly. What are you doing, man? The good thing about fly tying is you can always unwrap stuff, right? So unless you glue it down, you can always go back and fix it up. And that's why I like fly tying. And also, if you have to go pee or answer a phone call, you can just leave your bobbin hanging, right? For those of you who ties fly, you know this. For those of you who don't, you just leave your bobbin hanging, and you go and you answer the phone or make your call or whatever, and you come back, make a sandwich. You come back and bada boom, bada bing, you're just where you left off. All right, so you see I wrapped around those wings so that they actually going to look like a wing. Beautiful. I know you guys are like, wow, those look really big. We're going to trim them, guys, and we're going to do some gluing and stuff too. So be patient. This is a bit of a process, this one. But okay, so we got the wings tied in there. We're going to tie off our thread right here below the eye. Come on, don't get stuck in there.
He said the way it is now, it looks like a dragonfly.
Looks like a dragonfly. But it's coming, guys. It's coming. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take our wings and we're going to clump them into our fingers like so. And we're going to take our scissors and the length of what you want the wing to be. So you want it to overlap a little bit off the end. You're going to take your bag and you're going to cut it flat like that. All right. And then this is the crazy part. You're going to take these legs, you're going to push them all down and forward so they're out of your way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around in the vise. Put my hook there. All right, so now I can work on my wings. We're going to take some clear nail polish and we are going to coat that bag. We're going to put our nail polish inside, all around the outside. Then we're going to go on the other wing. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to coat it all around the outside. It'll be bad for your lungs. All right. And then I'm going to grab those little blue finger thingies that I showed you guys before. I'm going to put them on my fingers. I'm going to grab my paper towel. Make sure these are tight. And then we're just going to mold this. See how it takes that shape, guys?
Oh, and I was going to ask you too, why are the wings still so big? But now I know why.
See how they shape into the wing? You can shape them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like I said, these type of flies are a bit of a process, but it when you get it done, when you get it going, it's really cool. All right. So those are, you want them to get kind of tacky,
Oh, okay.
right? So you, right, and then after you can just rub off your. You can do it with your fingers, but I don't recommend it. Getting this stuff on your fingers, it's not a good. It's yeah, it's not good for your skin, guys. And you know, our skin, when you get chemicals on your skin, whether it be glues or things, it absorbs into your skin and it's not super good for you. Okay, Bambi, thank you for hanging out. We love you. Bambi was the first subscriber, the first member to my channel, to when I started live streaming. So Bambi's got a special place in me and Mrs. Superfly's heart. All right. So that's kind of drying like that. Now, while that's drying, I'm going to shape those eyes because those eyes are way too big. But I left them that big on purpose so that I could show you guys. So what you're going to do is you're going to go onto the eyes, take your rounded Dr. Schlicks or whatever rounded scissors you got. And if you don't have rounded scissors, that's okay. They don't have to be. You can use a straight scissor. And you can take it out of your vise. You don't have to worry because those wings are getting tacky now. You just want to make sure the legs are out of your way. And then you're going to just round them off, those little eyes. And I think the reason fish eat those flies is because they love the color red. If you anybody who's really done any fishing, you'll know fish love red, and those red eyes on a fly are just like the dinner bell to them. So you just want to make sure you get them shaped so that they're round on either side, just like that. See? And then you can just give them a little tiny twist with your fingers, and they'll sit just nicely like that. And the wings are getting dry now, so now you can touch them with your fingers and not have any troubles. And just want to make sure they're even on both sides. And now you can trim them a little bit, right? So you can give them that rounded fly shape. So you just trim off the corners like that. This is a bit big, so I'm going to trim them a little bit shorter because they are a bit long. They don't need to be that long. So if you find that they were long, you can, of course, trim them and just, it won't hurt them at all.
The fish fly's gotta go.
All right, fish fly.
Have a good rest of your night.
Thanks for stopping by. I will definitely make sure next time you're live to stop by and say hello. There we go. That's a bit better. All right. So the shape is done. Now, before I get into finishing those wings off, we'll just let them harden a little bit more. What we're going to do, we're going to take our little broom bristle legs. We're going to separate them on the sides so they look right. We're going to take our two little antennas from the front. Now, remember I told you the antennas were going to be shorter? So now that we're done with the front of our fly, we're just going to cut them a little short. Okay, so they just got two little antennas on the front.
Kid is here. He just came back from fishing.
Kid Noble just in the house from fishing. The crowd goes wild. Welcome in, kid. Welcome in.
Jason Keener Music is here.
Not Jason Keener. That he's a legend. Welcome in, brother Jason. Welcome in. Okay, so now we're going to go out just past the eye. So where the eye is, those red foam eyes, we're going to pinch them in our hemostats. We're going to do a 90-degree angle. Then we're going to grab from underneath and pull up at another 90-degree angle. And you see we got those bend in the legs. We're going to repeat that same step on the other side. Okay, so as you see, we got our legs going on. And the feet are a little long, so we're going to trim them so that they're about 1 millimeter out from the side. All right, and then we can separate them. And you'll see we got our little fly legs. And the good thing is they're really bendy, right? So if a fish hits that, they're just going to bend that and get on your hook. And see, they hold the shape. All you have to do is just kind of fluffle them out after you catch a fish, and they're ready to catch the next fish.
Did you say something about donkeys?
Donkeys?
I'm sure you can make a donkey on a hook. That's what Mr. Cube said.
A donkey on a hook?
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can make
that dynamite fly. Wonderful.
All right. So.
Looks good, Jody.
So, it's looking pretty good, but we're just going to finish it off now. So, to finish it off, we want to put a little bit of veining in the wings. Because, see, those wings are like just very, very white.
Right.
You want to make a little bit of veining in the wings.
Right.
So, what we're going to do is take our Sharpie, and we're just going to gently touch it. See? we're just gonna touch it a little bit, and we're gonna just go on the wings and do a couple little veins in the wings just to give it some personality, and we're gonna do it from underneath as well. I'm gonna push those legs a little forward so I can do. Actually, I'm gonna take the. I usually take the fly out of the vise to do this because it's just easier to hold it in my hand and paint. Okay, so we're gonna put some veining on the underside of the wings. It wants to fly away on me. See, it's so realistic. So we're gonna do the veining on the top and the bottom, and then this is where we start bringing it really, really to life. And I'm just going to hold it in my hand. So we're going to need some sparkly nail polish with the glitter in it, which is Extreme Wear from Sally Hansen. And then you guys know I got all my nail polishes, more than the misses. Then I got Sinful Colors, Professional, made in the USA. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with this metallic-y one here. And we're just going to go over those wings.
Axton, WEW2, said hi.
Hey, Axton, welcome in. Give me a half a second. I'll get you all blued up. Welcome to the family, buddy. Welcome to the family. All right, so we got the metallic. See how it made that nice shine on those wings?
I do.
Yeah.
It looks really cool, Jody.
Okay. We're getting a fly here, guys. This fly is getting Superfly. And then we're going to take just a little bit of this, just a little bit. And we're just going to coat over those wings one more time with this. Just a little bit. All right. And now, oh, hang on. And now, I don't know if you can see, it's got a really nice sparkle. And so the body looks good. We're going to paint the body with a black nail polish.
Jason wants to know if you heard his new song about Mrs. Keener called The Trap.
The Trap?
I guess you didn't hear it?
I did not.
Oh,
I think I heard about it.
Oh, okay.
I think I heard some people talking about it today.
Okay.
But what I thought they were talking about is Jason didn't get his chores done and he fell into the trap.
Oh.
Are you in trouble, Jason?
Oh, so Mr. Q put in the community that he did some artwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, and Axton said he makes flies too.
Nice. Nice. While I got a free hand, let me make Axton blue.
Okay.
And welcome him to the family. Welcome in, Mr. Axton. Welcome in. Make sure to go and like everybody and subscribe and share and be loving. Tell them the Superfly sent you. And anybody, go check out Axton. Okay, so there is.
Trudge has to go to bed. Good night, Superfly family.
Are you going to bed at 9 o'clock, Trudge?
Is that what time it is there?
I don't know where Trudge is.
Well, then you don't know.
It's 9 o'clock here.
It could be later.
It's 9 o'clock here. I don't. Trudge, where are you, man? It's probably, if it's 4 in the morning, if he's from the UK or Germany or something, I don't know. It's 9 o'clock. That's all right.
Well, maybe he gets up earlier.
Hey, maybe he does. Anyways, this is the fly. This is the fly. It looks like way bigger on camera for some reason. But anyways, that's how it looks underneath. It's an exceptionally cool little bug. And it is going to go in the fly box. Oh, I'm kicking the camera stand around. I'm so violent sometimes. This will be going in the Jody's fly box once it dries. It is going to need a couple minutes to dry. But that's how you make those.
That's probably dry now, no?
Yep, the Bambi clouser is dry, so that can go in the fly
That looks
box.
really pretty.
This is the Bambi clouser for our sister Bambi. So that'll be going in the fly box. Anybody just joining us, this is the Jody's fly box. It has been collecting flies for as long as I've been live streaming now. 18,
3 months?
18 weeks for sure. 18 weeks. Because we're on episode 18 now.
So 4 months.
4 months. So this has been collecting flies for 4 months in here. And every fly that I tie during the live streams goes in here. And when I reach 1,000 subscribers, one of you fabulous people is going to win the Jody's Fly Box.
Axton said he doesn't make flies on his channel.
He doesn't make flies on his channel?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Jared said yesterday he told his buddy he was going to bed, and his buddy said, "Dude, it's only 5 o'clock." And Jared replied, "Yeah, but it's 9 o'clock somewhere else."
It's 9 o'clock somewhere, guys. It's 9 o'clock somewhere. So just to show you guys.
Oh, and Trudge said, "If I win, we can hand it over at the Sulaks."
All right. That's it. We'll figure it out. One way or another, it's going to happen. Whoever wins is getting that box. So anyways, here are some of the other styles of flies that I make with those type of wings. So if you use a white garbage bag, you can get these mothy wings on the moth. So that's a white moth. If you wanted another style of whitish moth, you can do this style. So again, with the clearer wings. If you use a black bag and you use that same clear shiny nail polish that I showed you, you can get this metallic-y color. I don't know if you guys can see that real good. And then, of course, if you add like browns in there, you can get like a brownish, like if you use a brown marker, you can color them brown to get like a brownish kind of moth wing. Or, of course, you can do a brown.
Jason said those moths are awesome.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
You can also do your fly wings with a bit of brown on them.
Nice.
Like you can use a bit of yellow and brown, and you can get them to look like that. Mm-hmm. So, or if you want to do like a horse fly, sort of, you can make them a little bigger and get like the horse fly color in them. So like a little bits of yellow and black and brown mixed in. And then I went all crazy and made like a greenish. I did use some green marker in there and made like a greenish style one.
I like that, Jody.
So all kinds of things you can do. You know those blue flies, the blue bottle flies?
I like those.
The shiny metallic ones, you can do blue.
Yeah, I like
blue
those.
Metallic.
I like those. Nice.
So you can do that. You can do like a yellowish sort of mothy bug.
That looks creepy.
It's creepy, but it's fishy.
Yeah.
If Miss Superfly says it's creepy, then it's fishy enough. Guaranteed. And then I did this. I just invented this kind of crazy moth sort of pattern. I got a little creative with it.
Jody, that is creepy.
I got a little creepy with it.
Oh,
little bit of
don't like that.
A little bit of creepiness on that one.
Yeah.
Very fishy, very fishy. And then like I did like a stonefly sort of pattern with it.
Mhm.
There's I did like sort of like a stonefly wing with it as well.
Axton is asking if you can do a caddis fly.
Caddisfly, yeah,
Do you have one of those in one of your cases?
I do. They're gonna take a bit.
What's a bit?
Probably like a. I most likely don't have enough time today to do it.
Yeah, it's a little late.
I do have one if you want to see it. And
Yeah.
on another day, Axton, we can probably
Yeah.
get at it. But let me show you one, anyways. We're going into the big box of craziness now, Axton. Ugh. I know a lot of you guys have seen this. Axton's a bit new here, so Axton, this is my crazy box of craziness. Um, let's get the vise out of the way and show you. There are a whack of bugs in here.
So what's a caddis fly?
This one here is a caddisfly.
Can you show it up close?
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
That's a caddisfly.
Yeah, that looks like it would take time.
Yeah,
that's creepy, Jody.
It'll be a bit to tie. It'll be a bit to tie it.
Oh man. Yuck.
That's a caddisfly. In the larva department.
Oh, Mr. Q's got to go to celebrate his auntie's birthday.
Oh, tell Auntie happy birthday. Hey, traveler flies. Aloha. My good buddy Traveler. So that's a bit of a caddisfly larva. Do I have other caddisflies? This is also a yellow caddis. So this is a caddisfly here. That's what they look like from underneath. Jason Keener's in the house. Him and Real Outdoors are dragonfly guys.
Oh yes.
With the
That's incredible.
with the
Jody.
PB crawlers.
Jody, that's really pretty.
So if I was gonna fish with a PB crawler on a fly rod, that's what I'd fish with right there. That'd be my PB crawler.
That's incredible, honey.
Let's show it from a different angle.
G-Man's here.
G-Man! Stop what we're doing, guys. G-Man's in the house. Do you have worm flies? Yep. I got all kinds of flies. All kinds of flies. Let me.
That's in another case?
That's in another case. That's in another case.
You want me to get it?
It's in my fly bag.
Like your black knapsack?
Yeah, it's in my black knapsack.
Oh, Jody, that's disgusting.
This is my Dobson fly.
Oh.
A lot of you guys have seen these already, but I just
This bag here?
It'll be it's in a gray case in the red bag.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right here?
It could be that one. If you open it up and there's worms in there, they'll be like woolly worms. But anyways, that's an adult Dobson fly. For you cicada.
My hands can't open that.
Yeah, you got to give it to me. You just got to hand it to me. Oh, there's this cicada. And then for you guys, mostly in the States, we do have them here, but the periodical cicada is these ones, the orange and black ones. We do have them here, but They're not as common. Uh,
Is that the right case?
no,
No. Okay.
just to show you, these are like my minnow cases with all my shiny minnows on them. This
Probably in here.
no, it'll be a smaller gray case than that, I think. I got 1,000 cases of flies, guys. So when you guys ask me for stuff, oh no, this is it. This is it. Here's my worm case. So I got a tons of worms in here. Um, so I've got really kind of wormy ones. So here's a
Axton said, I don't see people making real flies.
there's a wormy one.
And Jared asked, do you tie any katydids?
Katydids.
What's a katydid?
Katydids in the grasshopper family.
Oh,
Um, you know what, Jared? I actually have not tied a katydid, but I should one of these days, just for the sake of it. I actually like them. They're pretty cool.
how do you make the worm fly? That should be easy to show them before.
This is a
Before we
wool
wrap it
worm.
up.
This is one of the. This is a great trout worm right here. The wool worm. Is like a dew worm.
Kid's gotta go.
All right, kid. Thanks for stopping by. What else do I got? Here's another dew worm. This is a big dew worm, but if you're trout fishing, this is a good one. It's like two tone, so it's got the brown and the pinkies on the bottom.
Well, he's asking, how do you make that? Will that take long to make?
Eh, not too
He
long.
said, how do you make the worm fly?
The wool worms are easy. These these ones here are harder to make. They take a while
Oh, okay.
because they're a paint. You have to paint them and all kinds of stuff. The wool fly you don't have to paint.
Right.
I can show you. Yeah, I can do a wool. You know what? I'll do a worm fly. I will do a worm fly. Here's a wasp.
That's wicked, Jody. Oh my gosh, that is so gross. Oh,
I tie a lot of different things. A lot of different things. What else do I got? Oh, you guys want to see a bumblebee?
maybe on your next session you can tie a katydid because it's too late right now.
Yeah, Katydid's gonna be an hour, at least an hour, if not more. Plus, I have to
Research it.
I have to research it to make sure I get the parameters correct. But there's a bumblebee.
Gross.
Maria's like gross, but I'm like they're cool. And for all the bee lovers, there's a honeybee.
Jody had that wasp by the stinger, the hook.
Yeah.
Kill me.
You kill me too, Jared.
Jared. Traveler said beautiful work. Cool Cat said amazing work.
Thank you, Cool Cat. Thank you, Traveler. My brothers of the fly and Jared. You guys are all pretty awesome. Oh, one that I love this. This one gets around a lot on the internet. The dragonfly. I don't know why the lighting is so bad in here.
Well, as soon as it got dark, the lighting got worse.
When it gets dark in here, I dread the winter. But yeah, that's the
And Axton is asking, can you use a crappie reel to fly fish?
a crappie reel, like a spinning reel. Uh, you can use a spinning reel. If you use like a float or something heavy enough to carry the flies, you can absolutely do that. Um, okay, I'm gonna stop show and tell because a lot of you guys have seen
And
this.
Cool Cat asked, what are the dragonflies called before they're hatched?
Nymphs,
Nymphs?
dragonfly nymphs. Yeah,
Dragonfly nymphs. Okay.
yeah. All these little, yeah. The dragonfly nymphs are cool. Okay, so I'm gonna tie the worm, a wool worm, because I haven't done it actually on here for you guys yet. So you came on a good day. You came on a good day. So let's get a hook in the vise. We're gonna tie. Let's see. Actually, let me see the worms. Let me see the worms. I gotta see what size hook I tied it on. Um, okay, I tied it on a pretty big hook. Okay.
You can use a spinning rail to fly fish. Before I got my first fly rod, I used a spinning reel with a bubble float, and I tied a fly on the end of a 6 feet leader. That's from Barbara.
Yeah. No, he's right.
Okay.
You absolutely.
And
There.
Jared said, you're better off to get a real fly reel rod, but you can do it with a regular rod and reel.
Jared is
You're
also
just
right.
very limited in distance. Now what you can do is use a floater with a fly behind it. So you are casting the floater. And Axton answered you. He said the jigging reel.
The jigging reel.
Is that what you meant?
No, spinning reel.
Spinning reel. Okay. I guess he'd have to research that himself then to
Yeah,
know what it looks like.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's, well, I could show him.
Oh, okay.
I'll show him.
Oh, okay.
I think Axton meant this. Is this what you meant, Axton? A spinning reel? This is a spinning reel.
He called it a crappie reel.
Well, I've never heard of a crappie reel.
Okay.
There's spinning reels,
Can you use
there's
a crappie reel to fly fish?
no, there's bait casters, spinning reels.
He might be talking about the round crappie reels also, Jared said. I guess in the States it's different from here.
It just depends on what you've heard it called.
And tapeworm said closed face.
Closed faced, right? So there's those. I don't have a closed face reel.
Jared said they look similar to a fly reel, but they're small. Oh, okay.
Okay.
But they're small.
Like a small. Okay.
We don't have that here, do we?
No.
Never seen it.
Right. So I have the rods that I know personally.
Right.
So I'll just tell you. I have obviously I know spinning reels, I know fly reels, and I know center pin reels.
Yeah, center pin.
So
That's what
I have center pin reels,
Yeah.
which is sort of like a fly reel design, but it's not a fly rod.
No.
It's not a fly rod.
No.
So those are the reels that I know of.
Right.
Then there's closed face reels, which are like push button, which I personally will never fish with. Then there's bait casters, which again I personally will never fish with.
That's okay.
And you got downriggers for boats. That's a whole different thing.
Yes.
So, and then you got like saltwater style rods and reels and stuff. So, the most things that I know about are spinning reels, center pin reels, and fly reels.
Okay.
And then in the fly fishing, there's tenkara, which you have no reel at all.
No.
So that's what I know about.
And Jared said, Jody, if you Google West Point crappie reel, you'll see what they're talking about.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
Google it. I'm not
So,
gonna Google
I
it.
mean, we've gone to a bunch of fishing stores here
Yeah.
in Toronto.
Yeah.
We've never seen what they're talking about.
Yeah. I'll have to Google it.
Yeah.
To know.
Okay.
I'm assuming if it's kind of like a fly rod reel, you absolutely probably can. So,
Okay.
but anyways, that's what I know. By the way, I I I no longer fish with spinning reels either. I have completely.
You are a fly.
I'm a
fisherman.
fly. When I went fly fishing, guys, I went full fledged fly fishing. So, tenkara sometimes, and mostly fly rods. And I have every weight from 1 to 3 to 9, everywhere from 1 to 9.
Right.
So I got 12 rods somewhere in that range. I've got 5 weights. I've got 4 weights, 1 weight, a couple of 5, 6 weights,
Right.
7 weight, 8 weight,
And 9.
and a 9 weight. So,
Want to put that back?
yes, please just put it in the box. So we will tie a worm fly, and I will show you the process of it. I have to dig out the materials, so give me a moment. I have so many that I don't usually tie them anymore because I have my box full of worm flies. And I am just completely jammed in a corner here. Oh. Okay, so into the wool box we go. So we are going to need some. Where is it? I saw it. You're going to need some brown wool, which is this, because we're going to do a dual worm. And you're going to need some pinkish wool like this. Ugh. I'll put this away later. Ugh. All right. So let's get a piece of this.
Traveler loves his 9-weight. It's so much fun. He rarely uses his spinning rod anymore.
Yeah, I abandoned spinning gear so long ago. It just
Nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong with it. Just to each his own, right? Like I tell everybody, if you're part of this family, I tell you, however you want to fish, you fish. If you're a bait person, be a bait person. If you're a lure person, be a lure person. It's if you want to fish with rubbers or plastics or worms or flies, or fish how you want to fish.
Yeah.
Because as long as it's legal, go ahead. If it's illegal, don't do that.
Right.
But if it's legal where you live, then do it. So we started off by putting down our base, and I'm going back and forth a couple of times to put down a solid base, like so. And then we're going to start with our, actually, let me see I got to see what I did. I also need some orange, but I'll do that after. Okay, so we're going to start with our, pinkish wool. We're going to burn the tip. Let it stop burning for a second. Then we're going to rub it in our fingers, and that'll stop the edge. We're going to put it on our hook, and we're going to make it a hook and a half in length. because this is a big dew worm. So like after the rain, when those big dew worms come out, this is what this guy is. I'm going to tie two times on there, two loops, and then we're going to tie it down to the back. I have caught numerous amounts of trout. So if you're a trout fisherman, this is definitely a trout fly. I've caught bass and stuff on it, but mostly trout. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our brown.
I'm sure Jody will agree. There is no feeling like catching a fish on a lure that you made. Ultimate satisfaction.
Who said that?
Traveler.
Traveler? Absolutely. So the front part of our worm, we're going to do the same thing, roughly about the same distance. And then we're going to tie it down. Then we're going to cut that off like so. Okay, so that's our head and our tail of our worm. The next thing we're going to do is everything from here up is going to be orange. Everything from here down is going to be the thickness of our worm, like the main thickness. So we're going to tie from there. We're going to tie it down to the bend of the hook. We'll just leave that hanging off the edge. We're going to get some orange wool from...
Ashton said, can you use any color?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so when you tie a worm, like you can make a solid worm, so you could do like solid brown. You could do like fluorescent orange. You could do a solid red worm. Like this is a good color, but the process of making it is the same. So you can mix that color in any way you want. You could do pinks. Here's a pink worm. Pinks are really good on a rainy day. Any color, and then you can mix it up however you want. You can make it like a leech, so you could do like a lychee color. You can absolutely mix it up, but on certain days you want to use certain colors. So the longer on fresh days you want to use, like when it first rains, you want to use brighter color worms, and the longer they've been in the water, they start losing that color. So then you want to start going into the beigey kind of colors, or the very light colors.
He's only got gray. Oh, that might not work.
Well, you can make them gray and see what happens. You can make them gray and see what happens. But I will tell you, for a very small amount of money, you can get like a pink or a brown, or like get a couple of colors, because you can usually find wool for a very inexpensive price. So for like under $10, you could get like three or four different colors of wool, probably.
Jared too said orange and pink.
Orange and pinks are definitely a hot color. So the next thing we're going to do on there is get our orange, which I'm not going to make it a hot orange. I'm going to make it a slightly lighter orange. So I'm going to use this color orange.
Especially after a storm, the creeks are full of green inch worms. The bigger gray ones, so gray will work. That's what Jared said. Maybe in their waters.
If Jared says it,
yeah,
I'll take his word for it.
Yeah. The storms shake them out of the trees.
It probably happens here too, to be honest.
We've never seen them.
I've never seen it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Okay.
What does rhino mean? He said, any suggestion for sourcing the yarn? What does that mean?
Rhino, where are you again? I know if you're in the States, Walmart is a good one.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh, Michael's has a lot of yarn now.
Michaels has it. Like any craft store, or you can go online
Yeah,
if you
yeah. But
monster
definitely Michael's. They have a lot of yarn now.
Michaels, but I don't know if they're around the world.
Michael's is in the States?
In the States, but I don't think Rhino's in the States.
Oh, I'm
Or
sorry.
who asked? Traveler or Rhino?
Rhino.
Oh, Rhino's in the state. Rhino, you're in the States, right?
Sorry, honey, I didn't know.
Yeah. If you're in the States, I suggest Walmart or any of those crafty stores.
He was just wondering because he didn't know if it was a special fly yarn for Tiny Fly store.
No, you know what, Rhino? It's
Like
just
special fly yarn.
regular wool.
Yeah,
Regular wool.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not a special yarn or anything. You don't have to go to a special craft place. Dollar store has it. Sometimes the Dollar General and stuff. Okay, so also we're going to put in a piece of this Easter basket, opal Easter basket,
grass.
Easter basket
That's
grass.
what Jared calls it.
Jared is correct.
What
Jared,
you put in the pretty Easter basket.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got I tied that in, and while I have my thread up here, I'm going to. This is not the right color. Where did I put that color? You could probably use that. We're just putting in the heart. This is the heart of the worm. You could use this, but I'm going to use a more natural color for that. So I'm going to tie it in. It's about the heart of the worm is about 5 millimeters thick. So we're going to tie that in right there. This is in my way. But definitely these worm flies, I mostly use them in trout season, and they are spectacular. And here I'm going to show you guys. You always, this is why I use clear nylon thread. Look, I'm running through it. You cannot see the thread. You just see the color, which is why I love it. So what I'm going to do now, I put my thread right below the where I put the heart of the worm. And I'm going to take this extra piece that I tied in of the pink wool, and we're going to wrap it to the front like so. And then we will tie that in right there. Tie that down, give that a nice even trim. All right. And now I'm going to again run my thread through down to the end here, 2 millimeters from the back. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bend over our Easter basket tinsel or Easter basket grass. I'm going to do 2 wraps. And now that it's facing forward, every 2 millimeters, I'm going to go up, give it a wrap, go up, give it a wrap, even through the heart. So we're going to go right up through the heart, 2 millimeters, 2 millimeters, right up to below the eye. All right. And then I'm going to trim off that little piece of tinsel, the end piece. And you can see it's got that nice little shiny reflective. So when it's in the water, it just adds that little glint like a worm would have when it's in the water.
H&M is mostly.
H&M is in the house. Most styles, most styles. What's up, Agent M? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I have a feeling I missed Danny, though. It's 9:30.
Yeah, I always tell you shouldn't go past 9.
That's okay. All right. And then we tied it off right here at the top. And I give it a little snip. And the last thing I do is I just take a little bit of clear nail polish and I just hit that ribbon with it. And it just will set that ribbon off so that it sparkles really, really well. It doesn't show that well on camera, I'm afraid. I don't know why, but if you look at that under a light, it adds that a really, really reflective green tinted sparkle. And this dew worm will catch fish, especially trout. And if you go after the day after a rain, this or if it's raining, you will catch trout with this. You have the Superfly guarantee. I have caught so many trout on this. I even won a trout tournament with this fly. So it's a good one to have in your box for sure. And one of you beautiful, lovely people out there will win the Jody's Fly Box. And inside there will be the woolworm. There's a bunch of flies. I got to reorganize that box now. So, and also this is dry now. This the Superfly fly. So that will be going in the box as well. So one of you fantastic people out there will be getting the Superfly fly. Also tied today was this maggot cluster, and that is also in the box. So one of you guys will get the maggot cluster. I'm looking forward to giving away that box. I really am. You guys are always so good to me, and you guys come out, you hang out, you stick around. So I am always so happy on Sundays and Mondays to hang out with you guys. So
Axton said, when do you do your live streams? And I told him
yeah,
Fridays and Sundays and sometimes Tuesdays. Depends.
yeah. So right. So sometimes Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays. But it depends.
It's been Tuesdays, Fridays, and
It's
Sundays.
it's most yeah. So it depends when we fish. So this week, I'm going fishing. So if it's not raining tomorrow, I'll be fishing tomorrow. Tuesday I'll be fishing if it's not raining, and Wednesday I'll be fishing if it's not raining, because this week I got no fishing in, so next week I'm making up for it big time.
Okay.
So that again, it'll depend on the rain, but if it's not raining, I'll be fishing every one of those days.
And earlier on, Axton mentioned um, he uses rubber bands to tie flies to you. And I said, you have? You're not a fan of them.
Right.
And you don't really tie them much anymore.
Right. So I'm going to tell you
It's all good.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you the thing about rubber bands. So I have more rubber bands. I have a container, like a huge container with every kind of color and rubber band you can use.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about rubber bands. For some reason, after a year or so, they go crappy.
They're brittle.
They get really brittle, and I probably can show you what I'm talking about. Do I have one here? I do.
But isn't it also, Jody, because of the
So
chemicals you coat them with?
yeah, so I've used them on a lot of flies like this. I used to make a lot of these with rubber bands, but after a year or so, the legs start to snap off. Like they get so brittle that they literally snap off. The other thing is, and I'm gonna show you with this fly here. If you use nail polish on this fly, let's see if it'll do it. It might take a second or so. I'll show you what happens if you get nail polish on a fly, on a rubber band. If it doesn't do it, I'm going to lose my mind. Come on.
Well, it's not recommended.
It depends on the rubber band. I'll tell you that. Let's see if I got a different rubber band. All the flies that I got here are going to be getting replaced anyways. Nope. It it didn't do it with the blue. It made a fool of me there. But anyways, most rubber bands do not do well. I'm gonna find one that does. If you touch a certain kind of rubber band with a nail polish, it will eat it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it'll literally shrivel up. I'm losing my street cred here. Come
Well,
on.
maybe once it's dry, Jody.
No, it'll
It'll
melt
break.
it'll no, I'm telling you, it'll melt it like a I don't know why it's not doing it. Anyways, forget that. Obviously I can't show you. Anyways, I just went through a whole bunch of those rubber bands that I did, and they they died. They literally died. So can you use them? Yeah. If you're gonna use rubber bands for flies like stone flies, bodies and stuff, um, you can do the wrap stone flies. Make sure you use them in a year or less. So if you're gonna use them, fish them. If they're sitting in your fly box, just doing nothing, they will become brittle and die. They'll just start crumbling, uh, and there's yeah, it's not a really efficient material. Again, if you're using them and you make them and you're going to use them this week or you give them to your buddies and you guys are going on out on a trip kind of thing and you're making them, absolutely. Do they make nice bodies for stoneflies? They absolutely do. Um, but I no longer use them just because there's so many other fly materials that hold up much nicer and longer. So that's why I kind of give them up. And I got a whole bunch like and now we use them to just seal our containers, but even that they like snap half the time because they're old. I've had them like 10 years and they're not good. Like here's an elastic band. It's pretty old. You can see it's getting cracky. See, you can see the cracks on it. It's
Now he wants to know when you're doing the giveaway. Not till you reach 1,000.
the giveaway is 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. So when my subscriber count or family member count reaches 1,000, I will be doing the giveaway, and your name will be in there, Axton. Everybody who comments in the chat. So if you come again, like say Friday or Tuesday or Sunday, you'll get another name tick beside your name, and when I do the draw, I'll be making all the little slips and putting them in there. So some of these guys like Mo Styles, Greg, G-Man, Real Monster, JFO, Jared, Darth, they got their names in there lots of times because they come and visit me all the time during my streams. So the more you come and visit me, the more chances you get to win that box. And it's gonna be it's a fantastic box. There's gonna be there's some cool bugs in there for sure. So yes, what did Traveler say there? Mostly said the maggot cluster. Traveler said it naturally degrades when exposes to air. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Water would break them down faster. Yeah, I probably. What did Jared say? That's why all jackboy and balsa bugs and red-legged bugs, grasshoppers, bunion bugs are missing their legs. Yeah, I mean that's and back then they didn't have like the rubber legs that we have today. They only had elastic bands. So they broke down pretty quick. What else did I found a Philippines version of the dollar store? Okay, here it's called Mister Do It Yourself nail polish, 81 cent a bottle. Okay, well that's good. Here it's $3 a bottle. EVA foam, $3. Nice.
For 50 sheets.
50 sheets. That's
Wow.
wow. That's good.
Brooms are $2.
Brooms are $2. Yeah. I got lots of bristles now. There you go, traveler. You've been hanging out with me too long, traveler. Everybody likes to joke about the broom bristles, but you know what? Honestly, they make good flies. They really do. They make nice legs. And the other thing about broom bristles, I'll show you right now. If you're making a bug with like multiple sizes, like in their legs, what do you? Who said what? Do you have to use a vise? Um, you don't have to use a vise, but you're best to use one if you have one. Um, because like the two tools that any really good fly tire has is obviously the vise and for sure a bobbin to hold your threads on. Now, do you need a bobbin? No, but uh, you could just wrap it by hand, but this allows you the freedom to leave it hanging off your vise while you're grabbing a material to put it in, and the vise holds your hook in place so that you have the freedom to, like, if you have a fly like in your, say you got this fly in here, right? If you have these two tools, you can leave this hanging while you grab another. Say you want to put this feather in there, right? So then you can have your hands free to put a feather in there, kind of thing. So, absolutely. Uh, do you need it? No. You could use like vice grips. If you have a vice grip, you could use that, and if you have a way to mount it, I've seen some really creative vice alternatives. Uh, I've seen some guys put a hook in their hemostats. So if you have a pair of hemostats, which are definitely a lot cheaper than most vices, and you have a block of wood with a slit cut in it, you could slide this into the block of wood. Like if you had a little groove, you could slide it in, and then you could tie off of there. But I still strongly recommend that you get a bobbin. They're only a couple of bucks
Well, he
online.
said I 3D printed a bobbin.
There you go. That's awesome. So if you have a bobbin, you're already halfway there. And if you got a block of wood and a pair of, I think I paid $5 for these hemostats. You can, like I said, if you have a block of wood, you can have them hold it into the block of wood, and then you can just tie off of that as an alternative. But anyways, I was gonna show you guys like traveler flies. I was gonna show you a thing with the broom bristles.
Ferg said hello.
Ferg is in here. What's Ferg doing in here? Hey Ferg. We love you, Ferg. We were jamming with Ferg the other night. That was a fun time. Ferg was taking requests and everything. We were like, what? But he wouldn't play Hotel California, breaking my heart. Anyways, just kidding. Um, so if you are making a leg, and you know how you want to go from a thick leg to a thinner leg and make different sizes, you can take some crazy glue and just join your legs together like this. I did it with two different colors just to show you guys. But you can join your legs like this, and if you need it to be a certain thickness, like if you're making a tarantula leg or a scorpion leg or something, you can add different thicknesses, and make, you can attach your bristles like that to make different segments, and I will show you what I mean by that. Uh, so I'll put that aside, and I'll go into the box of bugs and give you guys a quick thing. And then after I explain this, I'm going to end it here because Miss Superfly needs a break. Okay, so see on the Dobson fly, I don't know if you guys can see how his leg goes a little bit thick on the top, and then I needed a longer broom bristle, so I extended it and made that leg on the bottom. Let's see if I got a better example. Oh, the dragonfly. The dragonfly is really good. So see how I had really thick, and then I thinned it down to make the little toes on the dragonfly. Can you guys see that? So you can do kind of good stuff like that by gluing broom bristles together. That's the dragonfly. Hey Ferg, did you see that hopper I made for you? I probably I thought I showed you, but in case I didn't, I'm gonna show it just because you're here. The Ferg hopper.
He said he did.
He did. Well, let's show
I
it.
like that.
I'm gonna show it again just because I like to show
I
it.
really like it.
This is the Ferg hopper right here.
Really like it. Really nice colors, Jody.
I'm gonna have to fish it one of these days. Not this particular one because this one will never touch the water, but I'll make an exact duplicate and fish it, and we'll see how it fishes. I never fish my one ofs. I never fish my one ofs. The first one I make, I always goes in a box. That thing is awesome. Thank you. How do you tie the string on? Onto the hook, you mean?
Oh, I thought he meant onto something you just showed.
Well, I'll show him how I tie it on. Okay.
No, I thought he meant on the bug you just showed.
No, he means
on a hook.
He means on a hook. Like, how do you get it on the hook? I'll show him. We're gonna get him started. Before you know it, he's gonna be tying flies like us.
Rhino said he always fishes his one-ups.
This is why we don't give you nice things, Rhino. He fishes his one-ups and it gets them snapped in a tree. Rhino, didn't you fish your crawler? Didn't you lose a crawler today or something this morning? Okay. How you get it on your hook is like this. Okay. Oh, I guess it will help if I put the hook in the view. Okay. So, wherever you want to attach your thread onto a fly, you take it in your two fingers, you lean your thread onto your hook, and then you don't let go until you wrap 2 or 3 wraps around, and then you make sure you wrap forward over the line that you've got in, or the thread that you have in your hand, about 2 or 3 times, and then you'll be able to let go of your bobbin, and you can trim off the little tag piece like this, right? And that's how you attach it onto your thread. And then because it's hanging there, whatever material you want to tie, like say you want to tie this, you place it on where you want to tie it, and then you wrap 2 or 3 wraps, right? And then it's tied on. And if you want to like tie it to the end, you could tie it to the end, right? Tie it back, and then you can wrap your materials. So if you wanted to wrap a body, you could wrap a body like this. And then when you want to tie it off, you got to cross over the material. So if I was going to tie this off, I would wrap it around once or twice around this and then pull it up over and wrap it. And then you can once you're free, you can trim it off.
Traveler's leaving.
Okay, traveler, thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. I look forward to seeing your creations. So now I'm just showing how to put materials on the fly. I'm doing a quick demo just so Axton can know how to do it. So if you were using a feather, right? So you pick a piece of feather that you want, you hold it in your fingers, and you can put it on your vise, and then with your other fingers you can hold it down, free up your hand, and then again you can wrap it down, right? And then now you have a like a fuzzy wing, or you can put it at the back, right? So that's how you attach materials onto your hook. If you wanted to, I'll just trim off these. So once it's tied on, you can trim off your materials, what you're not using. But like say you wanted to use a pair of these eyes, like say you want to attach an eyes. So these are like bead chain eyes, right? You can wrap it wherever you want it to be. I'm just going to show you here at the head to show you an example. So say you want to put the eyes on here. You place them on your hook, either on the top or bottom, depending on how you want them. And then you just cross your thread over the eyes like this. And then you crisscross them the other way. And that's how you would tie in like a leg, right? If that's how you wanted like a leg, say you wanted a leg on there, you take a broom bristle leg. Say we want like a couple of legs there. You take a broom bristle leg and you go from underneath and you tie it in. Then you grab it from the other side, crisscross it. Then you do a couple of crisscrosses. And then you have like a leg, right? So that's how you add materials onto your hook. Does that make sense, Axton?
And there's a lot of other fly tyers you can watch too.
Yeah, like Axton.
Yeah.
Go check out Jared,
The fly guy.
the fly guy, the vintage fly guy. Go check out his channel. Subscribe to him. Hit him up. Watch his videos. He's ties some really cool vintage flies. Go check out Traveler Flies.
And the fish fly.
And the Flywee.
Well, he's called the fish fly.
The fish fly, but his channel is the Flywee. That's his handle.
Nimby.
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 Yeah. There's a guy, Rob Green. Check out Rob Green. There's a bunch of people. Who else? Who else do I know? Matt. There's a bunch of people. That tie flies. So if you hang out with them, they'll hey, Chris, welcome in, Chris. How you doing, brother? Okay, Jack. Jack, you tie flies, right? I think Jack ties flies too. Anyways, if I missed any names, I'm doing a roll call here for Axton. Just put I tie flies in the comments so Axton can go check you out. But if you hang out with we're doing good, Chris. We're by the way, if you guys want to be really inspired, check out Chris's channel. He's a really inspiring guy to hang out with. He does a lot of fishing and stuff, so check him out. He's a really awesome dude. And so yeah, check out those guys, Axton, because They all have great materials. We all hang out together and we go all over each other's channels, and yeah, we teach each other stuff. Some of us are really super amazing. So, and then just I'll do show you one more thing, Axton, to finish. You probably seen me do it tonight, but I'll show you one. What? Mo Styles. Have a great night, Mo. We're just ending up anyways in a minute. There you go, Jared. Yeah, he's a really inspiring. Chris is really inspiring. I hung up with him a couple of days. He's a really cool dude. Okay, so one last thing, just show Axton, and then I'm gonna say my adieus. When you're ready to tie off, if you don't have a whip finisher, which you don't need necessarily, but if you have one, that's cool. If you don't have one, that's fine. Take your two fingers, hold your thread like this, put your thread straight, take your two fingers, place them like you're walking on a trapeze on there. Then you can grip it with your two fingers like this so you can twist it. And then you're going to take your wrist and twist it clockwise. And then you can twist one more time clockwise. And then now you have a loop that you can do anything with. You can make it larger, smaller. You can place it at the front, at the back, wherever you're trying to tie off. And you can just place it on there. And you just hold it with your fingers and tie it off. And when you get really good, you can do it super fast. Like so.
So did you know that Jack learned to fly fish and tie flies on YouTube by all the people in this community?
There you go.
That's amazing.
There you go.
Wow.
I was sure Jack tied flies.
Wow.
So yeah, check out Jack as well. I'm sure I've seen Jack tie flies. So Jack, I'm gonna have to go to your channel. I obviously.
Well, you've seen a fish, no?
I must have. Yep.
Yeah.
I must have. So there you go. There you go, guys. This is a piece of. This was just a sample of how to put stuff on hooks. This is a piece of junk. So I will not be putting that in the box.
Rhino said finger whips was harder than learning the whip tool.
No.
For him. For him. See, everybody's different, honey.
Was it? Okay.
Everyone's different.
But he knows, but you know how to do it, right, Rhino?
I'm sure.
It might have been hard to learn, but you did get it.
Oh, Jared said Jack is just learning to tie flies, but he does an amazing job.
All
So
right.
he's another Ted.
You're right. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on Jack, make sure he's doing all right. If Jared says he is, I trust Jared. So
yeah,
we're gonna keep an eye on you, Jack. We're gonna make sure you're a pro master before you know it. Sounds like you're well on your way. Pibbles! I know I missed Danny boy. I know. How you doing, Mrs. Pibbles? We are having a blessed evening tonight. We are a lot of cool people have come in here and hung out, and we've been helping some of the newer guys out, and we tied a bunch of craziness, and yeah, and hopefully, God willing, tomorrow me and the Mrs. Superfly are going to go fishing. So that will be really, really cool because I didn't get to go this week. I'm getting all.
I know.
I'm getting all like in my head.
You go at least once a week.
I always go once a week, but this week was just like I said. My parents were on holidays. There was tornadoes touching down around. There was bad weather. There was things to catch up. I cleaned up some of my area. I got rid of 2 garbage bags full of stuff that is just been hanging around that I'm never going to use. So
Danny did not do a live. He's probably not going to fish either.
he didn't do a live tonight. Danny Mosley, the feeding mouse, did not do it. What? What is going on in this world?
Well, the kids went back to school, right?
Oh yeah, the kids are back to school.
Maybe he's got caught up in something.
Yeah, the kids are back to school.
Oh, Axton said he's going now.
Okay, Axton, thank you so much for coming by. I hope we see you again, and I hope all these guys in here. So all these guys we rain Jack and Vintage, Jared, Rhino, uh, Nimby, all those guys. Keep your eye out for them. Uh, and if you need the links, if you go back and check out some of my older lives from like a week or so ago or a couple weeks back, all those names will be on there, and you can always go back and just click on the thing. I made you blue, so you'll be able to just click on it, go to their link, and we're all willing to help you out, buddy. So thank you so much. I'll be back on Tuesday. Not this Tuesday. I'll be fishing on Tuesday.
Yeah. You don't.
So I'll tell you what. Axton, guaranteed Fridays
And
at
Sunday.
1 p.m.
And Sunday.
and Sundays at 7 p.m. and any other time is a blessed.
Usually
It's
Tuesday.
it'll usually be a Tuesday, but don't
not
don't
every
don't
Tuesday.
count on that.
Yeah.
But if I am on Tuesday, you can absolutely see me. But this week, unless it's a thunderstorm, you won't see me for sure on Tuesday. So I will also be wrapping it up here. We went 3 hours tonight, so thank you guys for sticking around for that. We do love you guys. Uh, if you guys have not checked out my Discord channel, check it out. Again, thank you so much, Pibbles, for helping me get set up on that and pushing me for that. I got all kinds of flies. You can check out my flies. You can talk with me after the lives. You can leave messages. I will see them. Uh, I have a community tab if you guys are tying flies or catching fish or building rods or any crazy kind of things like that in the fishing community. Even if you have some funny memes or something that are family friendly, please stick them in the community tab. That would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, if you want to see puppet stuff, go to Laugh Out Loud Puppets. That's my puppet channel. If you want to see comedy fishing, fly tying comedy stuff, go to the Fly Tying Homie channel, and check that out. And yeah, so thank you guys and girls. We love you. Hope God blesses you this week. Thank you for showing up. And we love you. We love you, Tapeworm, Pacific Northwest, everybody, Vintage, Miss Superfly, we love you. Everybody, Pibbles, you're all amazing people. Okay, so we're going to let you go. We're going to let you free. I'm going to end this the way I always intend to end it and keep forgetting. I'm going to sing to you guys. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. All right. Love you guys. Keep your flies on the water, tight lines, and fish on Canada or wherever you are in the world. We love you. God bless you. Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Peace.